Hello there, Aries. This is your weekly tarot reading for January 18th through the 24th. I use the Spirit Science Patch Tarot deck, and this focuses mostly on personal and spiritual development. And this also will be an intuitive reading, so if the message doesn't fit for you, then it's for somebody else. Obviously, take what you can, leave what you don't, and we will go ahead and get into this. Okay, Aries. Universe, what does Aries need to know this week? Top of the deck with clarification if necessary. We get Seven of Cups illusion crossed by the Ace of Wands inspiration. Okay. Your higher self is the wizard, power of creation. That's beautiful. Get this set up right. Subconsciously, you're working with the Five of Cups, loss. Past experience is the Six of Cups, joy. Coming up for you this week is the Queen of Swords, perceptive. Your inner world is the Three of Wands, purpose. Your outer world is the Ace of Discs, formation. Your focus this week, hopes and fears, is the Ace of Swords, realization. And overall, it's the Ten of Wands, resolve. So this is new beginnings. You've got new beginning after new beginning after new beginning, and being the total creator and maker of said new beginning. I mean, okay. So the Seven of Cups, this is illusion. What have you been telling yourself that is true, that is not true? What have you been carrying along thinking that it's going to be beneficial for you, but really it has not? And this is being crossed by the Ace of Wands inspiration. So this is, it might have been like doing a mundane job, like maybe flipping burgers at Burger King. And you're like, oh, this is what my life's going to be, da da da. Well, it turns out it's not. There's this big change, that your future is more open than you thought it was, that you're not going to hold on to these preconceived conditions in which you had originally been in, and this mindset of, oh, I'm only going to be doing this, or I'm only going to be doing that, or this even has to do with like a belief set. Perhaps you're a staunch believer in like this type of thing, and then this new inspiration to be another way comes along, and you're like, oh wow, I've been looking at that totally wrong my whole life. My goodness. Okay, so this is going to be that energy that you're bringing in this week, and this could have come from the stimulus, or it could have come from, just the whole change that we've all been through recently. But definitely this is going to be canceling out of old ways of thinking, old ways of being, with this new inspirational way of moving forward. My kitty cat's going crazy with something over there. I'm sorry for that. Your higher self is working with the wizard. This is power of creation. This is somebody that is focusing on your ability to manifest whatever it is that you truly want, and having every power to do so. You are now in that position, that that ability to think these thoughts out with this old way out of the way now. Subconsciously, though, we got a yin-yang thing here with light and shadow with yourself. This is focusing on loss. Subconsciously, you know what you don't have enough of. You know what, or you're feeling like, if I need to get to point B, then I have to get point A. Or if I have to get to point D, then I need B and C first. Well, and I don't have those. Okay, so subconsciously you still have this energy of not enough, and focusing on that. Now this could be just because you're in a new position, that you're focusing on what you are lacking, so that you can refill those areas in your life. So all in all, you're in a new realization period. Okay, you're in a new growth period, and a new I'm in control of my life and in control of where it's going to go from here on out type energy, and letting things that just no longer are you, or no longer is the position you want to be in anymore, fall away, and you're discovering these things about yourself. Past experience we have is the Six of Cups, joy. I'm going to do a little clarification on this card, because this, I feel, is a very strong energy you're bringing into what you have going on here. Okay, joy was before that you have been through a big transition in your life, whether it was a huge job change or whatnot, but it really is the similar process to what you're going through now. Not exactly the same, but similar in emotionality and processing when it comes to knowing what you want and going about creating it and deciding that this is no longer you. This no longer suits you, serves you, and is just done with. Okay, you're done. You turn your back on it. You're moving yourself forward because you had new inspiration of, oh, I can do this now. You have spoken your truth, and it caused that transition within yourself. And with that came joy and victory. You're like, I made these moves and I was successful in it because look where it got me today, and I'm quite proud of my actions. So you're bringing that into this situation where, like, I've done this before and I know exactly what I want and I'm not afraid to go after it. Okay, so you're focusing on what you don't have right now and what you need to fulfill in order to reach those steps. Now, coming up for you this week, it is the Queen of Swords perceptive. This is somebody who has a really great analytical control and uses that to benefit themselves when it comes to perceiving other people's situations, perceiving other people's mindsets, perceiving the situation, and really seeing it for what it is. You know, you got true eyes to see through the situation to what it truly is. With it, you got the Ace of Cups, compassion, embrace the all, intuition. So yeah, following your gut and following your knowledge here and embracing the situation for what it is. You know, seeing it through and starting giving it your love, and like this is bringing a feeling of just like happiness and sentimentality and like pride, a lot of pride in what you have accomplished in the past and what you're going to accomplish this week. Follow your gut on this, follow your instincts, okay? If something seems off, stay away from it, but if it seems great, then go with it. You know, you feel it out. Don't get too caught up in the overwhelming passions of it, because we don't have too much passion running through here because you're really following your instinct on what needs to be done. In your inner world this week, you're working with the Three of Wands purpose, you know, finding your purpose in this world, what is best for you. And in your outer world, you got the Ace of Discs formation. So this is a creation of pretty much anything that you're wanting to create because we're all varied. We all have different tastes here. The linking card between these two is don't let your ego override. Okay, this is that overthinking to the point of thinking you're better than the situation. We're no better than any situation than we create it for ourselves. Reality is just a manifestation of what you have going on in the inner world. So don't get cocky with it, and don't also with this success in finding your purpose, don't give in to more earthly desires like fast food and things of that matter. Things that you would spend your shiny coin on and it not really fulfill you in the long run. Also, this has to do with some of the shadow work and just really putting ego aside, a lot of ego here. So between your purpose and your creation is a desire. Now, if you're dealing with a Capricorn, this is like maybe it's a Capricorn partner. I don't know how an Aries and Capricorn would go together. Leave me a comment if you do have a Capricorn partner here. I want to know what your dynamic is because that's crazy. But just focusing on what is long term and what will reap the best benefits for you. Okay. Now, the devil can also show up like if it's in the external world here. When we got an eternal and financial and abundance and new creations here, and that shows up, it's like that's part of that transition here, and that's part of this illusion that you're casting aside, that you're going to be using this information that you've garnered for yourself, and experience you've garnered for yourself, and you're bouncing it back and forth like, is this going to be the all for me, or is this going to be the now, you know? Okay, so that's going to be bouncing off of your purposeful existence in the world, what you're supposed to be doing, and this new creation. Your focus this week, hopes and fears, is the Ace of Swords, realization. Again, this is new beginnings. This is having full direction of your life. If you have felt lost or have told yourself at some point in your life that I can't do that because, or I'm not good enough because, or you've even had the self-doubt feeling thoughts, I mean, you can't compare yourself to anyone else because the overall energy here is the Ten of Wands, resolve and rising above, you know. So for those out there that, you guys are strong, Aries, okay? And I felt like there was some self-doubt a little bit through here, but that self-doubt, you know, that added to the realizations of, wow, you know, no, and it just solidifies your thoughts. Don't let it run to ego, okay? That's the only word of warning here. Watch your ego. But overall is the Ten of Wands, the Phoenix rising again from the flames, passion, movement forward, purposeful, and it's absolutely beautiful. I love this week for you, Aries. Okay, if you enjoyed this video, go ahead, like, subscribe, check out my other ones I post every week, and I will see you again.